Just this room fill up, be sure. And I mean just that, be sure to hit the like. Sharing is caring, by the way. Cowboys Texas continues. Only one problem remains. The same. One thing we all adore. Something worth dying for. There's nothing but pain. We're stuck in this game. Searching for fortune and fame. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Shout out to the HBO gang. Let's get it. SWAT up, notification. Let's get it. The name, Law Nation. Come on. Hey, ho. Let's get it. Come on. All right.
Read it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here.
What more do you want from me?
Come on. I am.
If you come closer than close.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers does not like it.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow.
Come on, baby.
You know I gave you everything I had.
Let's get it.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
5,
They have all the assets and resources that we don't.
3,
Let's get on the line, boy,
2.
and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Come on, baby.
Let me crack your cream, fertilize your breath.
Come on. Let's get it. Yo. Come on. All right. All right.
That's where the guts went. Hey, man.
Come on, baby.
I ain't mad at you.
Let's get it, baby.
I ain't mad at you.
All right, baby. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. The name is Law Nation, and we talk Cowboys football and beyond. I just did the longer version of the intro because I want you guys to get in. Evidently, it's the offseason, and either it's what do you call it, hell and brimstone, or it's total pandemonium, as all of that stuff. So, Cowboy Nation. According to most, we are going to be 5-12. We're not going to make it to the playoffs. We're not making the necessary moves. We got all of the problems, and directly it is either the Jones family, or it's Dak, or it's both of those boys, or it's basically, I guess, Tyler Smith, whether or not he's going to play at left guard or at left tackle. It's one of those things, baby. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys versus the Cowboys is the conversational piece, and that is an issue. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio's straight. So before we get things going, shout out to you, Great. Appreciate you on the Kick app. Appreciate you, Jeff. Let me see a 1 in the chat. Shout out to you, Great, Sam. I'm okay over here. I'm great. Yes, Action Power. Appreciate you. I got no picks for today, bro. I see a lot of 1s. Okay, great. All right, so we're going to get this going. The Cowboys, according to Over the Cap, right now we are standing at $5.5 million. That is some money that we have. And right now, everything is dried up, whether it be intentionally or not. There's really nobody out there to go grab, right? We've seen all of the scrapes and stuff that already been scraped up far as this particular free agency period. So the Cowboys, to me, they're going to hit next month with the ideology of we like our guys and we like what we stand at. And let me see if I can pull that up. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. All right, so pull this up, and we're going to let everybody see. And shout out to Blogging the Boys. They did a great job of recapping all of this. And then basically, here we go right here. Thank everybody, man, for your patience. Love y'all. All right. So my guy, RJ Ochoa, he says Dallas Cowboys free agent. One guy that we added to the table is Eric Kendricks. Rumors, none for right now, but returning Trent, Siege, Jordan, Hip Pocket Lewis, CJ, Goodwin, Rico, Dido, okay? And then releases, we released LVE, we released Michael Gallup. In losses, we lose out on Tony Pollard, Dorrance Armstrong, Tyler Biotis, Dante Fowler, Navel Gallimore, Tyron Smith, Noah, Igbenogamy, and then Jonathan Hankins. Out of that list of guys that I'm kind of like, hey, what y'all doing? Is Tyron Smith and Jonathan Hankins. Those are the two guys out of this list that we're missing. So WLOG, I see you, Life of 728. Yeah, everybody put WLOG, And then I forgot Stephon Gilmore is another guy that I wanted us to circle back. But y'all are meaning to tell me that by missing out on Tyron Smith and Jonathan Hankins, that we can no longer win 10 or more games, that those guys were the difference maker in this whole entire equation. Let me repeat. Or we gonna really miss Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler? Is that what's going on? Because I need to know. Re-signed cornerback Gilmore. I feel you, fam. WLOG. Give me that good news. Come on, good news. Bobby says good news is we can draft best available since there are holes everywhere. Oh, yeah. There are holes. There are holes everywhere. So Dorrance was that difference maker. I mean, God, dog, man. We've been banging on the table for Sam to get out there. And to me, just to me, Sam Williams' potentials, and no offense to Dante Fowler, if Dante Fowler's dad is watching right now, but no offense to you. Sam Williams have higher upside. No offense to Dorrance Armstrong, DA. I got his number in my phone. I told him congratulations on his way out. No offense to DA. But Sam Williams got higher potentials, You can't make it on the sidelines. You got to eventually get out there. And then, without the strategy and plan at hand, Michael Parsons knocked on the door and said, hey, look at me. I'm a defensive edge guy. That set back Sam Williams, right? So it is what it is. They all in on rebuilding law. This is my guy, Jay Diz. Appreciate you. I think that they are necessarily trying to replenish, but they're going to do it through the draft. They are. So my thing is, I can't firmly say that Mozzie and Carl Davis, that I can walk around boldly and say that those two boys can get it done. I can't say that. And for all of the people that tried to shank me with the butter knife as it relates to my thought track on Mozzie's rookie year comparable to Jordan Davis' rookie year, a lot of people are missing the meat worrying about the potatoes. It takes 3 to 4 years for an interior defensive tackle guy to produce good numbers. Now, one thing I can tell you, though, that even from the draft range of what Jordan Davis did for the Eagles, he was picked at pick number 13. That's a whole lot different than picked from 13th overall to, what was Mozzie again? Can somebody help a brother out? HBO me? Was it the 26th pick? So, of course, Jordan Davis supposed to be better than Mozzie. But it's not light years from each other. But, Lord, you got to understand that Jordan Davis had less snaps. Bull sugar, he was right with Hargrave. And Fletcher Cox. Mozzie is out there with Osa and Neville Gallimore. So, of course, just by the nature of football alone, I challenge anybody who try to fight me on that. We can lace them up and we can go on the football field. And I'm in my 40s. You know, that is the difference. That is the difference. You're going to play well or better when you have better weapons around you. And that's what I've been telling people, even with the notion and the connotation with Mozzie. He's going to have help around him, man. He going to have to. You're going to get more of the same, or you're going to have to go through the growing pains. That's just the realities of it. Yeah, I turned into plies. This how plies sound naturally. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But neither here nor there. I like Jordan Davis. Shout out to the Georgia Bulldogs and beyond. We like those boys over there. It just somehow that they went over to the Eagles. They couldn't help it. They got drafted by them, you know. But it is what it is. What I'm saying is it takes time for defensive tackle. And whoever we draft, even if we draft Trevondre Sweat, who I really like his tape. Oh, my goodness, I like his tape. But he ain't going to give you 6 and 7 sacks. That's not their job as a nose tackle or a one tech. Our main thing is we got to stop looking cute, too. The Cowboys, I hope and I pray that Zim get out here and it's...
Get your up there, contain the damn ball! This is why we do it! Hey, too many missed tackles,
Too many missed tackles, let's go.
We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Hate mistakes.
Yeah. I don't care how young he looked on that video. But I need to do that with Mike Zim. I need to have that accountability, and every time he coached the team, they were not leading in penalties, right? They were not leading in penalties. But neither here nor there. All right, so let's pull up, because we went over that already, and shout out to RJ. He did a great job on that. That's my guy, future defensive tackle situation. But right now, these are our two guys. Look at my guy, Jay Tuck. He's jumping off the bridge right here. Shout out to Jay Tuck. The thing that can turn most of this around for all of us, not some of us, the thing that will be the draft situation. We talked about the draft. We talked about how these draft picks can help elevate us. But the only thing is we got to also have the mindset to know that even if you try to draft, even if you have your hopes up for the draft, you got to understand that these will be all rookies. And we'll talk about Dak Prescott and his list and how everybody hate Dak Prescott. And I'm going to be real with y'all. And actually, I'm going to be real with you, too. I'm going to be real with you right now. If you're on national TV action, or even if Bente, my brother, or Twin Maker, if they on national TV and they said, hey, rank your best YouTubers. Twin, he better say, yeah, Beast, you know what's that dude, Mr. Beast, Law Nation. He better put me up there. God dog it. He better not be like, yeah, man, I like Mr. Beast. I like, whoever else that do content, Peter Pie or PewDiePie. I like, he better put me up there. You better put me up there. And you too, actually, y'all better put me up there. Y'all on national TV, they hitting y'all up. You better say my name. You better put my name up there. Shoot, come on. Yes, indeed. Kenneth was like, oh, my mama and my granny. I'm going to say, yeah, Law Nation, man. So any one of y'all, if any one of y'all gets the chance to talk to the national radio station or TV, say my name, say my name. Y'all better say my name up in that thing. Yes, indeed, man. You know, yeah, they were like, Law Nation, you know, he don't have 1 million subscribers. That's okay. I'm working on it. Yeah, Tad get caught up in the middle. But, hey, man, well, Dak get caught up in the middle. That's just how it is. That's how it is. Shoot. What he's supposed to say? Oh, man, my brother ain't in the top 10. Hell nah. Shoot, he going to be out there saying, hey, that's my brother, don't you know? Like Destiny Child. There you go, action. And then when the cameras cut off, you like, man, you mean that damn Law, he good, but he ain't that good. Yeah, I just had to say it for y'all. So y'all know how this thing goes. Don't be mad at Tad. Y'all mad at Tad. Look at my guy, Action. You know, I'm shooting you out, Action. Look at Action picks, man. You know, send me that 20 cents, though, Action. You know. Yeah, he did shout out Flacco. Let's play the audio right quick. We'll go over this. I was looking for that, actually. Let's play this audio right quick. Boy, y'all on his ass.
Pat Mahomes, Dak Prescott.
Let me see if I can blow it up a little bit. Here you go.
Pat Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. I still hold Aaron Rodgers as the top 5 quarterback. Joe Burrow.
Jalen Hurts.
You said quarterbacks, not running backs.
What y'all want him to say? Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he the greatest. Come on, man. Shoot. Oh, come on, man. Eric, Ken, all of y'all, Jay Bryant, y'all better be, when y'all get called upon, y'all, national, Oprah call y'all and tell y'all to come to the studios. And she said, list your top 10 YouTubers. Y'all better say my name like Destiny Child. Come on, man. Come on. Cold-blooded. Yeah. Hot Boy 95, man, just say my name, man. He said, man, you know, I give Law a hard time, but he one of the best, man. He one of the top YouTubers over there. Come on, man. I can't stand him all the time, but I'm here. Yeah, come on. What he supposed to say?
Right there, bro.
Up there. Jared Goff has definitely come up in my ranks. That's 9. Matt Stafford. I would actually put Goff above Stafford. And then 10, I don't know if I have a 10th guy. I really don't. Maybe Flacco. I thought he still has a ring in play. You could throw Russell Wilson there too, but I don't know.
He said Russell Wilson and them, put him in there too. Oh my goodness, man. But it is what it is, man. You look, I want y'all to do the same. Put some good stuff on my name. You know what I'm saying? But let me hit 1 billion. All of y'all gonna get blessed. I promise y'all will, no doubt. Shout out to you, William Burnett. Come on, even my guy William. I know he'd be like, hey man, you know, hey, I give Law some hard times, some rough times. But, man, he a good dude, man. You know, he one of the top 10 YouTubers out here. Come on with it. Yes, indeed. Tad and Dak should start a podcast together. We ain't winning anyways. Go for it, Dak. You know. Oh, my gosh. True story. Tad is finishing up on his media career, getting his media education. As soon as he finished that up, he going to go full-fledged with his podcast. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Dak probably be one of his first, or somebody. Law may be on it, you know what I'm saying? Sky may be on it. You know, stay tuned. We may be on that thing. Parsons, he's going to start his own podcast. He started one before, but it didn't go all the way like he wanted it. He went on back to school. So, it is what it is. I would rather listen to him than Stephen A. Smith. Come on, man. Come on. You know, shout out to you, Swayze. Get your 21 Zeke jersey out here. Yeah. The tadpole. Oh, my goodness. But y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. All right, so here's the absolute best, the star we are, absolute best mock draft I've seen. And what they did, they had a few trade backs. Shout out to them. With that, they had, with that 32nd pick, they went and drafted Jackson Powers Johnson. That ain't bad at all. That ain't bad at all. Peyton Wilson with the 56th pick. That ain't bad at all. Speaking of Peyton Wilson, I want to pull this up because now that may not be a possibility because people are speaking glowingly of Peyton Wilson. My guy Jay Tuck, he just mentioned this. Man, that Peyton Wilson idea was fun while it lasted, and he tagged Big Game James in it. And here's why. Who know this guy right here talking? Before I hit play, do y'all know who this dude is? Do y'all know who this dude is? And he's not an insurance salesman. Yeah. Do y'all know who he is? Let me see in the comments. Shout out to you, Jay Wheeler. Appreciate you. Matt, Leslie, appreciate you. Got to trade that first pick. Yeah. All right. James, yeah, appreciate you. Hall of Famer. Yeah. Superman. He do kind of look like that dude, Superman. Luke Kuechly, come on, talk. Appreciate you in beast mode. Let's listen to Luke Kuechly.
Just look at linebackers, and there's a guy that I loved watching for a long time up at NC State, Peyton Wilson.
Okay.
He ran extremely well. He was in the 4.4s, and he's been super productive, and he plays really hard.
I feel like he gets comps to you, which is like crazy. Look at this.
There we go.
They did this on NFL Network. I hate player comps, by the way.
He's taller than me, and he's faster than me, and he's going to be in the NFL. So I'm jealous of those. I always look at linebackers.
He ain't gonna go where we wanted him to go now. he ain't gonna go where we wanted him to go right now. He ain't, y'all. He ain't, because when you got a Hall of Famer like him speaking, and I think he was in the same draft class, if I'm not mistaken, that Stephon Gilmore was in. What's the guy? Mo Claiborne. We drafted Mo Claiborne in front of him. He was in that same draft class. So it is what it is. Law, can we field a team that will compete? That is the number one thing. And my guy said that in the chat. Yeah, Vinny. Jackson Powers Johnson, that could be a tangible thing. If the way the draft board started to fall, that could be a thing. But Peyton Wilson, that will be a guy that can play that mic for you in the middle of the field, can go hook the sideline or hook to the flats. Not afraid to bend it around the edge as well. And I've seen him cover the deeper thirds. That will be a guy. Mason Smith, we all need help at that interior. That will be a situation good for us. Trey Benson, if we can fool around and get a Trey Benson, all will be forgiven. All will be forgiven. Right? All will be forgiven. On, hey, man, we need this running back. Because even if we picked up Derrick Henry, we still need a running back. Even if we were to pick up Saquon Barkley, we still would need to draft a running back. That's how I look at it. So, I get it. Deuce Vaughn, my guy. We like him. He's a great storyline. You know, I think that the Cowboys, by it being the Cowboys, and especially by Chris Vaughn, who is Deuce's father, you know, the senior of it all, the reason being is they leaned on that and said, you know what, damn it, let's just go get his son, right? And it was in the later rounds, too. They went and got his son. And for what it was worth, and for what it is worth, because I'm not saying that we going to fly a kite and it's going on to the sunsets with him. But what I'm saying is, for what it's worth, he gave us some great excitement for Oxnard and preseason. We were looking at it like, hey, Deuce is running that thing, man. Deuce. Right? So let's see how he look year two. And coming out of college, his numbers collectively was up there with Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs. That's all the numbers say. And yes, David, yeah, it is nothing but hope. But what else we got here? So what I'm trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, is let's not, and I appreciate you, Jacoby Taylor, for the 10 stars. I appreciate you, bro. But let's not make him a focal point. Just like I was saying to the other caller yesterday, let's not make Dak the focal point. Let's not make Deuce the focal point. Let's see what we can do to put him out there when we go get a Trey Benson. Or let's see what he do as a rotational back when we have Rico. And everybody hands on the knees tired because they've been trying to stop Trey Benson. They've been trying to stop Rico. They've been trying to stop, all of these other guys. Now you have Deuce. It's loose. And those who get mad at Deuce now will be standing up to their feet celebrating the 5'5" wonder. Just give him a little, as my guy 100 Grand pointed out, Law always talk about grace and mercy. Give him a little grace and mercy. Devontae Walker with the 104th pick. And then you got Xavier Thomas. Shout out to all of the Thomases. Edge guy, Clemson. Won't be bad at 216. Keep it mean. Then you got Garrett, not Jason. Greenfield, offensive tackle, South Dakota State. And then they gave Braden McGregor, like Connor. They gave him the edge for the 244th pick. That's way down there from Michigan. So you got all of these guys, and Beast Mode says, man, I'm still out on Deuce, man. Just don't make Deuce the focal point. That's all we saying. At some point of time, there was in the backfield LaDainian Tomlinson and Darren Sproles, right? At one point in time, I believe, I'm old enough to remember, there was a Reggie Bush and a Darren Sproles. I'm not saying that he is Sproles, but I'm saying that he can give you Sproles type of stuff. I'm just saying. But you can't let Sproles, they're like, hey, let Sproles be the tailback, all back, end all, be all back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, man, Gary, don't be mad at me. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out the fact that Deuce is on his team. Yeah, don't let hype fool y'all. From Sadiq. Yeah, he can hide behind the offensive line. If we finally get these offensive line guys that can really pull, we can get things going. Yeah. Chad says, Law, I had feared that this would be Dak Prescott last season. On the tail end of this conversation, I got something for the Dak Prescott situation. And let me see if I can put a little foreshadow out there. He's not the only quarterback that's on a team that people kind of got their reservations on. Star-studded quarterback. He's not the only one. I tweeted this out early, about 7 hours ago, and I said, unpopular opinion, not popular, but unpopular opinion. Cowboys unpopular starting offensive line for the 2024 season take. And this is my take. Not First Take's take. Not Tupac and Biggie take, but Law Nation take. And it states here, Awesome Richards, left tackle, left guard, Tyler Smith, center, Brock Hoffman, right? Guard, Zach Martin. Right guard, right tackle, Terrence Steele. These are the guys that I have right here for the starting lineup for 2024. Hear me out. When you look at Awesome Richards, I'm going to ask you guys to send a chat. Did he had a pretty much real good offseason last year and real good preseason? Just give me a simple yes or no. Give me a yes or no. I need to know in the chat. Did he had a pretty good, and then when his number was called, even during the regular season, did he play pretty good? Yes or no? You can just answer both of them. Because for those who are out there, I really didn't see bad tape. And I'm not even offensive line guy, right? I can tell you that, when we look at everything, we can literally see that Chuma, they leaned on experiences with him. And Chuma, He played really good in games, and then he played really terrible. When he was bad, he was bad. You know, Michael Jackson didn't have nothing on him on how bad he was. You know what I mean? He was way up there, man. I can't get that high on how bad he was. Literally cost us a game. Now, granted, I'm not saying that you draft guys and you stash them away, but dog it, we drafted Awesome for a reason. We didn't draft him to be on the bench. Yeah. He played in spurts. He did play in spurts last season. They threw him in one of them games, the earlier games. But neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. The next guy is Tyler Smith. Let me break him down. Tyler Smith, did he make All-Pro at guard? Is he an All-Pro guard? Yes or no? And this is going to be kind of like I'm leading y'all into that, you know, I'm leading y'all into saying yes on this one. Did he play? Did he play All-Pro at guard? Was he an All-Pro guard? You know, yes or no? Look. That's how I get y'all a little bit. Yes. Everybody said yes. Now, the other part, and I'm getting y'all just a little bit, you know. Yeah. This is abuse of power by law, by the way. Did he play All-Pro at tackle? Have he ever been All-Pro at tackle? Yes or no? Did he ever play All-Pro at tackle? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me know. Did he ever play All-Pro at tackle? No. And he had over 12 to 13 penalties at tackle too, by the way. He had a lot of penalties. And he cleared and cleaned that up by playing at guard this past season. Now, granted, that is kind of crass of me to say that because when you look at it, you really got to contextualize the fact that playing tackle is more difficult. And as a rookie, he had to play that spot because of an injury. But what I'm saying is when you look at the different sides of this picture here, hear me out. Don't shank me with the butter knife because I know y'all got the knives out. Put that knife away. Put that knife away, y'all. Okay, let me get back to this post right here because I kind of swiped away from it to read y'all comments on this yes or no theory here. Brock Hoffman will be a center. He's a mauler. Yep. Brock Hoffman is a mauler too. All right, so when I say these type of things, I'm only looking at the left side. I'm okay. I'm comfortable with the right side. Of course. But what I want to include here, and if I can find it, let me see if I can find it. Bear with me. No, I don't want to go there. Boom. Bear with me. All right, yeah. I can't find it here. All right, so the other solution was, and I can't find it on this thing. Let me see, maybe I click out of it. Yeah, I can't find it. Yeah, here you go, I found it now. Okay, woo. All right, so here it is right here. I said, I like this lineup too, my guy, Gracias. He says, okay, if the season started today, he would like Tyler Smith, TJ Bass, Brock Hoffman, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele. I like this lineup. I absolutely like this lineup. Put your knives away. Put your knives away. But when you look at it, and I like TJ Bass upside, I do. I like Brock Hoffman upside. But would you rather have one person at a staple piece of an all guard? He's all pro guard. His name is Tyler Smith. Or would you have three guys on this offensive line playing in a spot that they didn't play at last year? Tyler Smith didn't play at left tackle, left guard. TJ Bass didn't play there a long time at left guard. And then Brock Hoffman didn't play there at center all last year. So now you going into a season whereas you got to have help with TJ Bass, Brock Hoffman got to have help from Zach Martin. You're going to have a whole new offensive line, basically. And you plan that yo-yo movement with Tyler Smith. whether or not he's going to be inside, outside, inside. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather say to myself, if you don't get the guy that you want to draft in this particular draft, far as the 24th pick, that you can clearly roll with BPA and you don't have to go reach for a guy, and you can literally have a lineup where you know for sure you got an all-pro right guard, you got an all-pro left guard, you got an all-pro, I don't think Terrence Steele ever made all-pro, but you got a pro bowler at right tackle. Those are 3 solid spots, and then you got Tyler Smith that can help the center out, and he can also help the tackle out at times. I'm just looking at it like that. And on top of that, far as anybody who's saying anything about the guy La'el Collins, and we all like La'el Collins, but I don't think that the Cowboys got him on payroll right now. I don't think they do. Let me see if I can pull up the Cowboys contracts right quick. Just bear with me, because I looked earlier today and I was looking to see whether or not the Cowboys did anything with him, and he don't have any futures contract with the team. So he's out of the equation according to Spot Rack. So give me 1 second here. Let me pull that up for y'all, and we can get going down the line of what else we're going to talk about on this beautiful podcast. I appreciate y'all. Booyah, 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 booyah. Here we go. These are your guys with futures contracts. Here we go right here. I'm looking at offensive linemen. I don't see on payroll at all my guy La'el Collins. I see Zach Martin. I see Terrence Steele, Tyler Smith, Josh Ball, Matt Walesko, Brock Hoffman, Dakota Shepley, Awesome Richards, TJ Bass, Earl Bostic, and Chuma Edoga. Those are your guys that's on payroll right now, or going to receive something in the mail as far as a payment outside of Chuma Edoga. And that's how it is. Unfortunately, I'm looking at this list right here, and I don't see his name at all. They would have stuck it somewhere in there. So the Cowboys going to have to figure that part out, ladies and gentlemen. I would say even if we go into the draft aspect, I'm not taking a dump on Jackson Powers or Graham or Morgan or Troy Fontano or Fontanu, however you say that man's name. I'm not taking a dump on those guys. But I want the Cowboys to stay focused on BPA. Chuma is still there. Yeah, Chuma is still here. He's an unrestricted free agent or something like that. And I just don't want him to start, though. Too many hiccups for me. Too many of those. Okay. All right. So with that being said, appreciate everybody. Japanese Cowboy. Shout out to you, Stevie White. Shout out to you, man. All right. So we got here. I want to talk about Dak Prescott to a degree. And it's always circling back to Dak. Y'all know how this goes. They, on this episode, they mentioned Dak Prescott to David Hellman. This was 2 days ago or a day or so ago or last week. But on Speak for Yourself, they put it into a situation where they asked Hellman about this, and then he gave his thoughts. Let's listen to these boys.
Dave, tell the truth and shame the devil. Should the Cowboys commit to Dak Prescott?
Can y'all hear the audio?
This year? Should.
Yes, I do think they should. But here's look, a lot of time has passed since I was here.
How you get through the first 5 seconds of your answer and already say but?
Because I think there's a difference. I do think there's a difference because, look, what happened in January was real. The Cowboys got run off the field by the 7th seed.
They did.
Prescott did not play well in that game. There's half a dozen reasons why they lost it. But you cannot ignore the role that he played. And y'all know I'll get up here and ignore some stuff if I need to. In this case, you can't do it. And do I think Dak Prescott is still a fantastic quarterback? Absolutely. Do I think you can win a Super Bowl with him? Absolutely. It depends on the price. But here is why I go to a but, because I think the conversation has changed in terms of it's not so much about how good is Dak Prescott. For me, it's really what other choice do the Dallas Cowboys have? They are at a crossroads with
Meet me at the crossroad. So you won't be lonely. However that song go. All right. So we at the crossroad. $60 million, or excuse me, $55 million now. And the Cowboys, the reason why they are in this flux because of the fact of contract waiting. There's another team that got something similar. If you guys can guess it, put it in the chat.
The 30-year-old all-pro quarterback. I'm back on speak. I remember you say, what do you say? It's hard to do. If we say it for Jalen Hurts, we're damn sure going to say it for Dak. It's hard to do.
But if it takes you 8 years to get one All-Pro,
No,
I'm just saying. It takes you 20 years. That's an All-Pro. No. I'm saying the question was, in 8 years, and he's coming off of an All-Pro. 8 years to get one All-Pro. Is that hard to do? I'm just trying to figure it out.
Does 30, James?
I didn't get an All-Pro, so I'm gonna say it's hard to do. 10 years.
Does the age of 30 still count as your prime when you play quarterback?
Yes.
I think so too. So it's easy to bet on that. But the part that goes back to it for me, like I said, okay, the guy played well enough to be all-pro, regardless of how legit or not legit you think that is. I think Dak is still one of the 10 or so best quarterbacks in the NFL. And on top of that, the Cowboys don't have a lot of other options. They restructured his contract. You brought that up. That brings his cap hit up to $40 million in 2025 if they let him walk away.
Ooh, you can't escape $40 million. Now, granted, I just want us to win. I don't care how we win. I just want to win. Okay. Now, granted, we hearing a different, or we hearing the exact same tune from this lady right here. Listen to what she had to say.
If Dak Prescott is allowed to hit free agency next year for the 2025 season, he will be at the top of that free agent class, and there will be an all-out bidding war for him. You just handed him $40 million in 2025, whether or not he's on your roster. So, well, of course, Dak agreed to that because he's like, this doesn't mean anything. This means that I get $40 million from you, even if I decide to go somewhere else and get a max contract somewhere else, because make no mistake, good quarterback play is too hard to come by in this league. Coaches have too many egos. There's absolutely coaches and GMs out there that think, if Dak Prescott's on my roster, we win a Super Bowl. You need to make a decision. You need to say, all right, we're committing to Dak long term and give him the value that he deserves and would get even on the open market. Give him a max deal for a quarterback. Or you say, he hasn't gotten us over the hump. We're not willing to do that. And then you make moves to try and shed his contract, not add more. If Dak Prescott is allowed to...
What she said at the end is very much so a tangible thing. You can do that type of deal and surprise, hit the agent by element of surprise, give him an unbelievable deal, and then have concessions at the end of it and say, okay, well, with this deal, you got to remove the trade clause on it. We can keep the no franchise tag on it, but we got to have that available to save our you-know-what, and now you have your escape clause on it. You can't really trade them at this point because that big no-trade clause on the contract. But not everybody is fond of their particular quarterback. It's just what it is. I was looking and scanning through all of everything, and I see nobody put the name of the quarterback that I have in mind, and they are slow to pay. They've been very, very slow on the conversational pool. And this guy had 4,000 yards last season, 21 touchdowns, 14 INTs. The season before that, he had 4,113 passing yards, 25 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. He was the #1 draft pick back in 2021. So now you got to start saying to yourself, okay, what is his market value? How can we meet at the middle? How can we get something from a little something that we want and a little something that they want? And Action Powell said his name is Trevor Lawrence, and he's right. They've been slow on payment. They've been holding his feet to the fire. And then what they did ultimately, they said to themselves, all right, cool. If your market value is 49.1, I think he got, one playoff win against Justin Herbert and them. They came all the way back. Now, granted, On the outside looking in, people will say, all right, Law, wait a minute now, dog. Wait a minute now. How you going to move on from Dak, man? He's my boy, man. Hey, man, I'll roll it with you, Law, all the way until you got to Trevor Lawrence, man. Come on, man. You just like him because he Law. You know, that's just what it is. But what I'm saying here, bump all of that. He's 24. Dak is 30. There's 6 years difference right there. You can get them better at a younger age or what have you. And if they are slow to pull the trigger and they made the environment a little terrain for them, because if you look at it right here, we're going to look at the roster cap figures and we're looking at everything. And let me know, do y'all see another former first-round draft pick on that particular list? You know, and I'm not saying that they believe in Mac, Jones more than Trevor. But the negotiation period been rocky with them. I've been looking up and people been talking about, hey, X, Y, and Z things. X, Y, and Z things. So they're not all in like people thought that they should be on Law. And shout out to the Laws, by the way. So they got a unfamiliar crossroad too at quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, and it could go down to the wire. And Trevor haven't won anything. Come on. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm pointing it out. Put that butter knife down. Don't shank me with it, baby. Don't shank me with it. But at the end of the day, when you look at everything and you contextualize it here, you can pretty much appease both fan bases. Because at one point, people still mad and angry at Dak and all what he do. And on the other end, people are saying that Law, he's good, but hey, he can't win the big games. He got to have everything around him. We done put weapons, and he just can't win. Well, if you do a switcheroo and you say to yourself, okay, all right, Dak, Florida is really nice. It's Jacksonville, for by the way. You got the palm trees, you get everything, the nice and perfect weather. And on top of that, there's no state income taxes. So Florida and Texas is the same location. That's all I'm saying. They are already talking about paying. They finna fall down their trap. They are talking about paying Joshua Allen first. Where that Josh Allen first on that team? They talking about paying him before they pay their quarterback. And his name is, he's the outside linebacker, and they do have more money than us as it relates to salary cap. That could be a very tangible thing. You put Dak in that system, he'll have Evan Ingrams. He will have a nice offensive line, Christian Kirk, Zay Flowers, Gabe Davis. They got all of those people. They just need a quarterback. They got Devin Duvernay. So it is what it is. It is what it is, baby. So I'm just pointing out this. I'm not saying that because the Jones family moves so slow anyway, they probably would do the same thing to Dak. When you look at Dak Prescott and what his market value is too, it's 50. It's 50. And his agency ain't going for that. It's already said. Is already saying, oh my goodness, and Lil Duval, boy, he'll go crazy. I can see him now rolling one right now.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. If you think about it and you look at everything, and I get it, a lot of people not going to like this conversation, but what I'm saying is, if the Cowboys are not all in on Dak and they can't stand the way that he negotiate his contracts with Todd France, if they can figure out a way, because if this dude plays on his last season and they was talking about not, letting him play, they're talking about letting him play off this last season and not renewing him, and they want to pay this doggone, what you call that guy? Josh Allen. They want to pay Josh Allen, not the quarterback, but the absolutely edge rusher. And if he play on his $11 million, and then he got the trade possibilities, and that goes out at the end of his year, boom, they can really do that because it'll be the last year of Dak Prescott contract. They can get a year ahead of it. But we're talking about 2025, though. unless something shake really crazy during the draft and some concessions is made before that time frame. Now, did y'all pull that knife out my back yet? Let me know. Are y'all mad at law? Are y'all mad at law, or y'all just understanding that I'm objectively speaking here and trying to see how all of this stuff can work? Would you prefer to just see how this thing can go out with this and say, okay, hey, Jacksonville Jaguars, I get it. You are in a crunch. You in a crunch over there. You guys have drafted. Y'all use a lot of resources for Trevor Lawrence. Hey, we over here in Cowboys land. Hey, they are in the middle row with Dak Prescott because they don't have all of their feet out for Dak. Would that be something? All right. Good Lord. All right, man. Popcorn is already. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Good. I was worried for a second. I thought y'all going to.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
I'm mad at you.
Hey, he's 24, so Trevor Lawrence is 24, and you can write up. I guarantee you can say, okay, we'll give him a 6 or 7 year contract. But, hey, my guy said, but there is another situation. In that 2021's draft, there was another guy by the name of Trey Lance that was drafted a few picks after Trevor Lawrence. That could be the situation. Todd France is, I think overall, if I can be 1,000, and I'm not saying that I never was 1,000 with y'all, but I think that the way that Todd France negotiates, it's a stiff one. It's a flat-out stiff one. And at the end of the day, all we want to do is win. And it's right. So let's do this right quick.
Why don't we talk about those Dallas Cowboys? A really interesting free agency for them.
Back to free agency.
They're going all in 2024, and yet the very first move they just made was linebacker Eric Kendricks.
Before they go there, I'm playing the order of operation wrong. Let me find the audio, if I can, find the audio of them talking about Trevor Lawrence on his contract. And it's very dry. It's very dry. Okay. Here he is right here. Trent Baalke is the GM there. And I think that, y'all help me out, was Trent Baalke, or however you say that man's name, was he once the 49ers GM? They ran him up out of there because how he handled certain things? Let me know, y'all, because I think it was that same dude. He could have been somewhere and they ran him out of town.
Trent, good to see you.
Good to see you.
A lot of the conversation for your offseason is going to start with some of your own guys. And I know last month you said Josh Allen will be a Jaguar. Has there been any evolution on talks as far as an extension, or what's the plan there?
Yeah, we've been in discussions with Josh and, with his agent. And, it's an ongoing process. It's not going to be easy by any stretch. They
Appreciate you, Eagle.
But we're comfortable with the direction it's going.
Obviously, there's only one franchise tag, right? And you have that as a tool to use if you don't get an extension. What would that tag mean in regards to Josh Allen, but also Calvin Ridley when you have that decision?
Well, we're not even going to get into that right now.
All right, so we already know that this is an older video. This video was shot in February the 29th. It's already March the 20th right now. So this is an old video, and they've been dragging their feet
for a week to look at those things. We're going to work diligently on both ends to try to get something done, and then we'll take it from there.
I guess in this position, it's probably good to have talent where you have those decisions to make, right?
Well, those are good football players, and you never want to lose a good football player. So, again, all we can do is work toward a resolution, and that's what we're going to do.
3 or 4 years ago here, you were able to start finding your franchise quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, and it's about time where he starts thinking about extension. Where are you guys with that? Has that conversation point started at any point?
Yeah, we've started discussions, and as you know, those are going to be ongoing. And again, none of this stuff happens overnight. You work diligently between the two parties to try to get something done. both guys that you want to keep good football players. That's the object. You want to draft good football players. You want to keep them. And the more players we get that we bring into the system under our tutelage and maintain and keep in our system, the better we're going to be.
All right, so my guy Action Powell says Trev not turning down party invites, law. Oh, yeah. Trev ain't turning down party invites, man. The thing is, it's still rocky over there. I got a friend of mine who's a Jag fan and is not all the way peaches and creams there. So they got a little flugaziness going on over there in that area, man. But, we got our own problems too, though. We got our problems too over here. But it's not to that extent. Let me see if I can find this video right quick. Bear with me, baby. Boy, I got one more video, and then we can open up the phone lines. Are y'all okay? Everybody okay? Let me see if I can find that daggone video. Here we go. Let's talk about this right quick, and then we'll talk about the free agency. Come on with it.
And you're falling behind. The Cowboys haven't done much this offseason because they're more focused on keeping who they have. Here's Stephen Jones from last week. It's a great thing having the Micah CD and the Dak challenge ahead of us in terms of getting them under the cap. And we're all in, there's all in again, on getting that done. Again, this from last week.
Yeah.
I didn't make that up. Your reaction.
I mean,
it's from last week.
Yeah.
I didn't make that up.
Hold on.
You're under the cap. And we're all in.
All in, baby. And then we broke down all in. But hold on, I'm gonna freeze my face right quick. Hold on for me. I'm building the plane as we fly. I'm gonna do it this way. Yeah. Boom. I gotta create this right quick. Y'all caught me slipping. I'm gonna pull this quote up. Yeah. Pull this quote up. Appreciate everybody. Do me a huge favor. Hit the like, share this content. Yeah. Give me the like report too, by the way, in the chat. Give me the like report. How many likes we got? That's what we living for, baby. The likes, baby. Come on. Here we go. It's a great thing having Micah, CD, Dak challenge ahead of us in terms of getting them under the cap. And we're all in on getting that done. That's what their version of all in is. Okay. Do me a huge favor. That report is very slim. Get those likes up, man. Get those likes up.
And there's all in again on getting that done. Again, this from last week.
Yeah.
I didn't make that up. Your reaction.
I mean, I think it's weird because it's the Cowboys, but this is how smart teams are run. You draft well and you keep your homegrown star players. And you don't splurge in free agency because usually that is paying at the top of the market, and also because you don't have the money because you are paying your homegrown players. The Cowboys Brew are a very, very well-run business whose franchise, I'm just trying to use an analogy, whose top two employees choke in the biggest moments.
Damn.
And who's as a carnival barker doing their commercials. But the way the Cowboys actually run the team is smart. They don't have a lot of bad contracts. They draft really well. It was good for them to say.
The operative word is a lot. You just need a few bad contracts to really mess up things. Even though he said they don't have a lot of bad contracts, you just need a few. It don't take a lot. And all of the stipulations on those contracts can really hurt you and shoot yourselves in the foot. And we've been seeing that over and over again with the Cowboys. We've been.
say, you know what, we are not going to pay top dollar to keep Tony Pollard, and we're not going to go out there and try to sign an expensive running back. We're going to spend our time making sure CD and Micah, 2 of our first-round picks who have unquestionably hit, stay here. I get all of that. None of that changes the fact that Dak and McCarthy have terrible postseason resumes and that you believe correctly Jerry causes distractions. But this type of stuff, I do not think they should be criticized for. I think this is good business and smart football.
That's why I disagree with him. And I wish that the other guys were elite debaters, but they're not. When we go into the conversational piece, whereas franchise tags, they are not good things to have around. Going 6 consecutive years in a row with a franchise tag is terrible to me, just to me, because you can't prorate and spread that money out. You should have known who Tony Pollard was or is or what even that he's going to bring to the table before you had the encouragement to bring forth the franchise tag. That $10 million or $11 million, however or how much money that was, that's equivalent to 2 to 3 players that could have been a difference maker. So you franchise tag a guy that's coming off of an injury, and I said this before, even though he's gone. When you have those type of injuries and you have the franchise tag put in place, what you're looking for somebody to do with a franchise tag to play at the same or better. Let me repeat, you're looking for someone to play at the same or better. 9 times out of 10, in order for them to get that ultimate bag, they got to play better. We did the exact same thing with Dalton Schultz. We franchise tagged him. He didn't play the same or better, and we shipped him off. Those are terrible business practices. And to a degree, the whole ideology of this 5th-year option thing that even C. Dangerous Lamb is under, to me, that is like a poor man's franchise tag because you can't prorate it, you can't spread that money out, you can't stretch it, you can't do nothing of that. You can't. It's terrible. What you wanted to do is, with my guy, you wanted to make sure to go ahead and extend him. But this money can't be prorated or stretched out. Let me show y'all something right quick. Bear with me. Let me show y'all CD Lamb's money right quick. Let me show you something. And Gallup contract, oh Lord, we don't need to talk about that. These are bad money deals, baby. Bad money deals. You're paying $17.9 million. You're going to get some of that money back off for Gallup, but more and likely, you're going to pay $15.8 million to Gallup next season. Those are bad contracts. You better figure out something. You better figure out something with Lamb. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Keith says the problem is not Dak extension, but Micah, CD contract. The Jones are struggling to pay those 2 players excess of $220 million. Boom!
That's where the guts went. Just dropped him.
Just dropped him. Yeah. So let's go back to my guy on the end of this. Appreciate y'all, man, so much for tuning in.
Well, at first I thought maybe they don't know the meaning of all in, right? I mean, Jerry's, we're all in. Yeah. Steven, we're all in. But now after listening to some of the commentary that's out there, seeing some of the reports, maybe it was a little misdirection. Maybe all in means just like the Jets. We're going for it. I heard Schefter today talking about They might be going for like the 1 year, Dak's on 1 year, Mike McCarthy's on 1 year, Mike Zimmer, who they just hired, 1 year deal as a defensive coordinator, right? That they're going for it this year and going to see. Well, Dak, I think he's going to get signed. Yeah. But I'm just telling you what Adam Schefter said. Dak, let's see what you do. And maybe they'd be willing to move on if he can't get it done this year.
Wow.
I mean, I think they're going to sign all three of them. I think you do too. But I'm just saying, I'm surprised by this commentary out there that they might just be playing this year. Go for it. McCarthy could be gone. Dak could be gone if it doesn't work out.
So I, with respect,
you've heard that too, right?
Yeah, I've heard it. I think it's what is called public negotiation. I think Dak's agent, Todd France, is operating from the place of, you have to re-sign my guy because the Cowboys have to re-sign his guy and because the Cowboys are going to re-sign his guy.
Normally, when you have millionaires trying to corner a billionaire, they're going to look at it like this. Because Todd France, he's a millionaire. Jerry and company, billionaires. And you got over there one time, they like, they turned their nose up, right? It's the supervisor telling the manager what to do. It's the team lead telling the supervisor what to do. Or it's the team leads telling the manager what to do. And even if it's the right thing, they looking at it like, It's 48 laws to power. One of them, don't outshine your leader or master. You see, there's levels to this. And they looking at this thing like, oh, okay, Todd think he knows us. We scraped this money together to buy this team. We robbed Pete to pay Paul to buy this team. You think a little peon like Todd France is going to corner us again? All right, cool. Yeah. That's what's going on. That's why the conversation is all held up. Come on with it.
And that is a terrible negotiating place for the Cowboys to be in. So they are floating out there to people with big platforms. Oh, we might just let them play this year and see what happens to try to soften the negotiating stance.
I agree with you on that.
I am with near 100% confidence that Dak Prescott and Trevor Lawrence are both signing new deals before next season begins.
Ooh, he mentioned Trevor Lawrence. Both of those guys. Feet are being held to the fire. They said, Law, man, we like you, but the money that you asking for, dog, is you asking for 40. You ask for too much, man. You only got, Dak got 2 playoff wins. Law got 1. They said, hey, Law, you got 1 playoff win, dog. You trying to, we got to play Josh. We got to make sure Christian Kirk, we got to give you some weapons, man. It's the same argument over there. Hey, man, how can somebody put down how many playoff wins do Law have over there again? Shoot. Still them boys says, after this disrespect, there's no way Dak doesn't demand to set the new quarterback market, basically. Good.
Just dropped them.
Yeah. Remember, you don't get paid by your playoff wins. But that's the argument. Until one of them cave. Until one of them caves. One of them gonna cave. I doubt it. You see, now this Sport Rack, not saying that these are tangible numbers. These are estimates. And they're going to base his contract around Lamar, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert. And it's within the confines of age. Lamar is 26. Murray is 24. Hurts is 24. Herbert is 25. That's how they base these contracts on. Look at that contract. They basing it around, of course, the same set of foes. And also they threw Russell Wilson in there. He's 33. He's closer to Dak Prescott age. 33 is a long way from 24. So that's why they didn't throw his age in there from a calibration aspect. Here's another thing that I like what Sport Rack does. Is not only do they do comparable players, they do stat comparables too. They use these stats. Notice, playoffs are not in there. You see, that's how they break these things down, ladies and gentlemen. They just don't take a number and throw it out there and see what sticks. So that's how it looks from there. Passer rating. Rushing yard. Passer percentage rating. And then they come up with a number. And look at the differentials. Yeah. Differentials. I see that. Woo-hoo. 77. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That boy averaged a lot of rushing yards. 63 for him and 51 for Hurts. That's how they look at it. Then look at Dax. Look at him. Look at those percentages there. And the differentials. He above Lamar, Russell. No, he tied neck to neck with Russell's passing touchdowns to interceptions. He's up there on the lower end, just like with everybody else. All of these all these comparables. Completion percentage, passer rating. Damn, Russell's still at 104. That's how they look at it. No, there's no playoffs in there. I'm not trying to make it an argument for Trevor Lawrence to get here, nor for Dak Prescott to stay here. But that's just how they do it. Pat Mahomes is that 3%. Outside of Pat Mahomes, who else winning? Pat Mahomes that 3%, man. Put it like this. If Andy Reid, and no offense to Eagles, I see you in the chat, but if Andy Reid had Donovan McNabb winning, Alex Smith winning, what you would think even if he had a Joe Burrows or Trevor Lawrence, a Dak, you think he gonna start losing all of a sudden? Every quarterback I just mentioned and named are way better than Alex Smith. Those boys would be viewed entirely different if Justin Herbert played for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not saying that Pat Mahomes is not the GOAT. He had Michael Vick in Philly too. Yeah. Vic did look good. I think that he made it to the Pro Bowl or something. If Vince Young didn't speak too much, did he have Vince Young? I don't think Vince Young was on that team. He could have. It'd be too much of a cheat code. C.J. Stroud with damn Andy Reid. Come on with it. It is 5:27, ladies and gentlemen. But before we go into further details of anything else, I want to bring up and point out one of the sponsors of this video, and I appreciate them. It's all about levels of protection, and you got to protect yourself online and beyond. And I want to play this quick video on protection and protecting your online privacy. If you guys can do such, let me know in the chat and we can get things going. But before we open up the phone lines, I want to check out this sponsor for this top of the hour, and I really appreciate you guys for your support. Get a free 14-day trial with them, and they will take real good care of you. And let me know if you filled out and you put in your name in the hat. But let's listen to them. Let's talk about this. Have you ever Googled yourself and were shocked to see your personal information exposed out there on public listing sites? Data brokers are making a fortune selling your information to robocallers, spammers, and others, and want to learn more about you. Like, they know where you live at. They list all of those things. As a public figure, these type of stuff are nightmares to me. Private information should remain private. This is why I'm pumped to tell you guys about my new sponsor, Aura. Aura can identify data brokers exposing your information and submit opt-outs requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your information if you ask them to, but that makes it super hard to do. Let Aura handle that for you. You can try Aura free for 2 weeks using my link, www.aura.com/LawNationSports. Aura also does so much more to protect you and your family from online threats you can't see. It's really easy to set up, so you don't have to download several different apps. You don't have to download parental control, antivirus, VPN, password management things, identity theft, insurance, and more. You get everything in one affordable price. Let Aura do all of the hard work to keep you safe online so you can focus on the task with a peace of mind. Once again, start your 2-week free trial by using my link and go to www.aura.com/LawNationSports. The link is also included in the description box. Let's go. No doubt. Appreciate everybody, man, for holding it down for me. Let's go look at these prize picks too, by the way. Shout out to Prize Picks. It is very user friendly. Download that particular app and use promo code LAW, and they will match up to $100 of your first 100, of your first 100% of your first $100 deposit. Boy, I rumbled through that one. But y'all check that out and use promo code LAW, and that will be Prize Picks, man. Appreciate you guys so much for your support, especially during the lean times, man. This is the lean time. Ain't no Cowboy news but bad news at this point. We done signed one person, Eric Kendricks. That's the only guy. And a couple of our own guys. WLOG should be the promo code. I'm going to talk to Prize Pick and say, use promo code WLOG. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. But neither here nor there. They got some stuff, man, that you can pick out, especially at promos. You get 6 picks flex payout boost, and that is special. And all you have to do is when you download the app, click that button right there. And then on top of that, you can be like my guy, Action Powell. That dude won a stack over there. So check him out too, and you can share entries, you can share things as well with all of that. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind.
Let me crack your cranium and
let me get some music.
fertilize your
Get some
brain.
music going on over here.
I ran up a check, I might do it again.
Let's go.
Enemies close, have me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands.
Let's get it.
Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once,
I can do it again. Come on. Let's get it. I got the 206. Eric, you in the mix, man. Talk to me, man.
What's going on, bud?
Not much, man. I heard that you got an interior guy by the name of Jonathan Hankins.
I'm surprised about that.
Hey, man, that's crazy, man, that your Seattle Seahawks team is moving right there on defense. And it's going to be I'm going to be intrigued to see what Aiden Durde is going to do over there collectively.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting one back to because, I mean, you knew what we were going to probably get somebody, but Hankins is pretty good himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I think that, when you look at your team, you guys had some journeymans there or some older, long in the tooth guys there last season, but you guys were still able to get out and get to the ball. I did like that. God, the name it started with an M. Mafe, I think that you had Mafe. Yeah. Mafe was really nice. I really liked him coming out of the draft too. He gonna be nice for this year. Yeah. What you got for the show today, Eric? I'm doing all the talking, man. What you got for me today?
Well, let's see. Today is pretty good day today. Like I'm hoping that the Cowboys they have to make some sort of moves at some point, don't they?
No, right now there's really nothing left out there. The only move that I can see the Cowboys making will be, some degraded guys, or they can make some trades right now. If they do a trade, that will be a situation that we can all kind of clap our hands for. But,
Yep.
everything else is going to be like, all right, won't move the needle type of guy.
It is. So if next year is a bad season, there might be a lot of changes in Big D if things go badly next year.
The change is going to be there because all of these guys on a 1-year contract. Yeah. Every last one of these guys, as far as the coaching staff. So it's going to be some changes around the group.
I don't think McCarthy's going to be able to last either.
Yeah. We'll find out, Eric, man. But I appreciate you so much for calling in, man, daily. And you've been one of those guys that's been 100, automatic with the likes and helping people out with sharing and caring and all of that. I appreciate that. But before you go, let me hear you say it, though, bro.
Oh, let's go Cowboys.
Yes, indeed. For those who don't know, Eric is a Seattle Seahawks fan, and he's in that mindset of the Seattle Seahawks, but he follows the channel and he does a great job of supporting and everything, and I appreciate him all the time that you call in. Hey, Lou, you're live on The Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks from the 304. What you got?
What's good, Law? What's good?
Not much. Everything good?
Hey, man, one day at a time. Got Tyler here.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs. Beyonce. It's great.
Yeah.
But, 1 second. There we go. All right. So, what I'm going to say is this, bro. This all shaping up to be a make or break year, right?
Yeah. It's make or break year. Yeah.
How do you make this a make or break year and you haven't put any money into it?
Where you at, man? Hey, Lou, where you at, dog? I hear wind and you're going through a tunnel, man.
Oh, my fault. Can you hear me now?
It's not even bearable right now, dog. Where you at, man?
Can you hear? Am I good?
You better now. Stay right. Well, no, man, it's a lot of wind, man. You know, you at Six Flags? What's going on?
Nah, it's just outside. You hear me?
Oh yeah. I can hear you better now, man. Yeah, you good now.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Like I was saying, it's a make or break year, but you haven't put no money into it. And with that being said, you're going to bank on cashing out on every pick, which isn't going to work. Then you bank on cashing out on every pick. Then on top of that, you're gonna tell Dak that he needs to right the ship and push us over the finish line. But what is considered the finish line? The Super Bowl or getting out of the first round? Because if he gets out of the first round and gets to the second round, then what? Is that what they're looking for?
Yeah, because even if, let's say we beat Green Bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who we play next?
That's the San Francisco, right?
Do we go play the San Fran? Do you think we would have been able to beat the San Francisco?
No.
With the roster, I don't think we would have been able to bang with those boys. Just being, and a lot of people think that, hey, anything can shake in the playoffs, but from a physical aspect, you're going to have to hope that it rain or somebody get hurt. You're going to have to play that game because we were not able to match up with those boys far as stopping the run and consistently being physically on running the ball ourselves. So, yeah, it would have been a taller task. Not saying it's impossible, but, man, it would have been terrible. It would have been terrible for us. Yeah, somebody said we had to play Detroit next. I think it would have went down to the last minute with Detroit.
Oh yes, and it's back in Dallas too. It would have been a task.
It would
have been a task. But I want to see. Honestly, I want to see if Dak's agent will actually push the button on that, because he has to see what's going on, and he sees that they're not going to pay Dak. Why isn't he saying, "Hey, get us out of Dallas"?
Well,
that's my
Tad
question.
Tad went on the I Am Athlete. I didn't listen to the full interview, but he said that Dak really, really want to be a Cowboys for life.
Yeah, and I really want to date Beyonce, but two things aren't going to happen. It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be mutual. If they really believed in it, they would have already given him the contract. They wouldn't have randomly traded for Trey Lance. They wouldn't have randomly, haven't spoken to him, and now they're planning in August to come back and do some type of negotiation. I'm telling you, it's just writing on the wall for me, because whenever you play these type of games, it's a lose-lose situation. And in the Joneses idea, or their way of thinking and what they're doing, it's a lose-lose. Either you're going to lose Dak or you're going to lose your fourth-round pick. Which one? You value your fourth-round pick more than you value your players.
Right.
So what are you going to do? So they put themselves in a predicament that they think that it was a good move, which it really wasn't. But I see what they're doing. So now it's like, you want
Let me ask you this, though, hey, Lou. Did the Jaguars do the exact same thing?
They sure did, but they didn't have $50 million invested into this player.
They don't. But they have a futures. They have a futures $50 million investment in him if everything works his way out. But now they're sitting there like, well, damn, we got Mac Jones, right? He's not Trevor Lawrence, of course. He's not Trevor Lawrence, but they looking at it like we can use this as leverage a little bit because it's all a negotiation, right? And it's all about who wins the negotiation. Nobody don't want to feel like they've been sold something. So that's where it's at right now with the Joneses. Yeah.
Well, but the problem is these aren't the biggest issue, and everybody's missing the buck here is that these aren't running backs. These aren't safeties. These aren't linebackers.
Right.
These are the leaders of your team. So as a quarterback that is either mid-level to young mid-level to tier, high tier, top tier, I'm going to get a job somewhere.
Somewhere indeed.
So regardless, you know what I mean? Like Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, you're going to get a job somewhere. You're going to be able to choose wherever you want to go. So to me, the negotiation tactic is flawed because just because I can't get it with you, I know the Saints are going to give me 30, 40, 50 million.
The market, the market's going to be the market.
30, 40, 50 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm going to go somewhere and I'm going to get the same deal with possibly a better team and better coach.
Yeah.
If Dak leaves Dallas, he's definitely getting a better coach. He's definitely getting a better organization. I love the Cowboys. I've been a Cowboys fan since 95, since I was a kid. But at the same time, I see BS when I see BS.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't no different from any other organization.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you deal with you've been through the rigmaroles of corporate America. I'm sure you've had a few jobs where you were like, all right, that was a terrible company, or those were terrible managers, or they were, this was a good supervisor, but the management team was terrible. You've seen it, and that's where you see what's the talent advisor? What's his name?
Will McClay,
the draft expert. Will McClay. That's where you see him at. I guarantee you, he's finding great deals or he's finding great players, and he's telling the Joneses this, and they're saying, we don't want to spend. I guarantee you.
Yeah. I know. I know.
You know what I mean? He's doing, and then he has to. If he would get the players that he actually recommended, I guarantee we'd have a better overall team and probably have a Super Bowl by now. Because you can't tell me that he's not picking. He's picking these players, but you can't tell me he's not finding great players on free agents that are actually on great deals.
Yeah.
And the Joneses are just saying, nah, we're not going to do that. And now he has to scrum the bottom of the barrel.
I'm gonna give you an unlimited credit card. You can spend whatever you want. You can buy whatever you want. But you ready for the butt? Hey, Lou?
Yeah.
The butt part is at Dollar General. You can't go to no other store. It's unlimited.
Yeah.
That's who Will McClay is. Now, Howie, he got an unlimited credit card. He can go to any store he like, And that's what people fail to realize. How we got the same card. Both of these guys got the unlimited card. But my guy, Will McClay, is limited to Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, and Dollar General. And that's his limits. If he go to Walmart, they going to bust his, what you doing at Walmart? What you doing at Target?
Exactly.
Yay, we didn't tell you go there now. We said Dollar General.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the problem. And that's the main problem. They want to they want to go. I understand what they're doing because Jimmy did it. Where they traded, they got so many draft picks and they trained and developed and did all that.
Right.
The problem with that is that they still went out and got a Charles Haley. They still went out and got a Dion. They still went out and got Ken Norton. They still went out and got players that they needed to get them over the hump. They still went out there and wheeled and dealed and got the job done. But that wasn't Jerry. That was not Jerry. That wasn't Steven. That wasn't none of them. When they signed Dion, that was Jerry because Jerry was, he wants to be the man. I did this and pound the chest.
Can't beat him,
Outside of that, getting those players in the draft, getting the right type of players in the system, and being able to coach them up, and that's all Jimmy. That Herschel Walker, that's all Jimmy. And that's what they laying their hats on, and they're laying their hats on that, and they think that they can do the same thing. When you don't have that type of smarts, that's not your.
When you don't have that type of smarts, you bring Herschel Walker back. See, Jimmy was gone, and they brought Herschel Walker back.
And you bring him back.
That's the Cowboys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Colin.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah, man. Thank you so
one more
much,
thing,
man.
Law.
Go ahead.
One more thing, Law. Check me out on X, man. I be retweeting you. I be
what's your name?
Tweeting you. I be responding, bro.
What's your name
on X? Hey, Lou on X.
Let me see, man. I ain't know it's the same thing and everything. Let me see. I'm pulling you up now. Hold on. Yeah, Lou. Allen, that's you right here. That ain't you, Alan
Hold on,
Alou.
I don't even. No.
Your voice don't match.
I'll tweet you.
There's another Alou out there. I said, man, dog, man, you look like Jerry up in this damn picture.
I'll tweet you real quick.
I got to be careful when I pull up Twitter too, man. Twitter be having everything on there, man. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Hey, look, Twitter have you going down the rabbit hole with
rabbit hole,
man. Never mind.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, that's Ice Spice. Wait a minute.
Yeah, right. What is this video?
What is this video?
Doing here?
What are we doing here? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, appreciate you, man.
For sure.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. I done pulled out Twitter, man, by accident and fooled around, and I don't be following these people. They be on my Twitter though. They be saying, "Look, check out this hidden video from Ice Spice." I'm just like, wait a minute, hold on, let me see if I can go find it. Hey, Lou, send me something, man, and but don't send me Ice Spice though, you know. Yes, and then one of them players, they got to liking everything. It's still popping up on my notification. I'm like, wait a minute. Come on, man, y'all liking all these videos, and they showing who you like and stuff. From the 704, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, bro. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Chief. Talk to me.
Man, I've been listening to you for the past 3 weeks, and yesterday I subscribed, man.
Man, appreciate you, man.
I enjoy your talk. I enjoy your knowledge of the Cowboys and the game.
Oh, man, I thank you, dog. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
but
you.
I just wanted to tell you how I felt.
Hey, man.
I've been a Cowboy. I'm 54 years old.
Okay.
I've been a Cowboy fan since I was 10 years old. And since Jerry Jones bought the team when he had Jimmy Johnson, they practically doing the same thing.
Break it down.
But they always done. But once they got their main piece, just like your other caller just said, they went and got Charles Haley to solidify that team to win that first championship, the first 2 championships. Then they went and got Deion so they could beat up on the 49ers. But now, I don't understand why the fans don't trust Will McClay. That's why I'm not worried so bad, because I trust him, and the Jones trust him too. Yeah. And they've been trusting. They drafted for the past few years, and like you said, we got 11 Pro Bowlers from all them draft classes and stuff. So why would they fail us now?
Right.
I mean, and then the guys we lost, they just got beat up on. It was Green Bay. Why we want Hankerson back? They just getting drilled. I mean, just ran through. Why we want? I mean, I hate to lose Tony Pollard, but I'm just saying, he knew the handwriting was on the wall if he didn't have a good season. Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Why bring back these players? Why bring back these players we can't get over the top with? Why we crying about it? Let's try something new. That's how I feel about it. I
feel you on that because I get it. It's 2 ways we can look at this, right? You know, I looked at it like Carl Davis and Mozzie. It's gonna be rough for those 2 boys, right? It's gonna be rough for them. And I trust Will McClay. I like Will McClay, what he does, right? But I was just looking at it from that aspect that you still need a veteran. Maybe you let Mozzie fly on his own in year 3, but not in year 2. But far as that DB room, I was teased just a little bit week 1 and week 2 when you had Gilly and you had Trayvon Diggs and Bland down inside, right? So I'm just looking for not just Gilly, I'm just looking for another DB that been around the corner. I already made a proposal for J.C. Jackson. Bring him in. He's a guy that averaged 8 and 9 INTs a season when the system is right for him. I think he's still out there on the market. Bring him in, and that way when you go into the draft, you don't have to lean on a Kool-Aid McKinstry or whoever they draft. You know, the other guy, I forgot the boy's name, the white boy that can play DB pretty good. You don't have to lean on those boys. You can just go into the draft and just be free on your draft selection. So it's just so many ways that I can look at it from that aspect of veteran versus a a rookie of the unknowns. That's how I'm looking at it. But I feel you on that, though. Those boys got ran through like dog diarrhea in that damn playoff, And, yeah, I saw somebody tweeted out, yeah, man, hey, man, Hankins wasn't that good. He was on skates. Man, the whole entire team was on skates, fam.
But one more thing,
Go ahead.
then I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you taking my call. But what you think about they do resign Dak in August. And that's I feel like when they do that, that's going to be the trickle down effect. They're going to resign CD and possibly Michael Parsons. And then I think going in the training camp, the pressure will be on.
My only thing is, why we have to get beat up all through the offseason with this Dak Prescott thing, and then in August you go ahead and sign him? Like, come on, man! like that's like,
that's how they do. You know how they. They want the headlines. They wait till everybody cools down, and here they come. Boom.
Here they go. You sure right with that, man.
And like you said a couple of days ago, they're gonna sign some more free agents, right? They're gonna wait till them cuts get right before them June cuts and all that. They're gonna be signing everything.
Yeah, you ain't lying though, man. That is their plan. We're just trying to alter it by yelling at them, But I appreciate you, and I thank you for following my channel, man. I appreciate you, dog.
All right, appreciate you too, man. Be blessed.
You as well, man. Good call from Cooper D-Gene, yeah, that guy right there. He good DB. Name slipped my mind. I'm getting old over here.
The conference has been locked.
All right, I got Stokes, JV, 100 grand. Those are the next three. Stokes from the 540, man. You live.
What up, big dog?
Not much, man.
Hey, man, I want to say something to all these Cowboys people who got their hand on the panic button, man. They getting on my nerves. You know what I mean? Your boy from the final word. Not CFT, not the OC, the Kool-Aid dude.
Boss or a big game James?
Boss.
Okay.
Every time I get on the podcast, he the main one. Now, if I'm not mistaken, for about the past 6-7 years, we've been picking around 20-something.
Yeah.
Why are we picking around 20-something? Because we're good teams.
Yeah.
Every year, free agency. Jerry them ain't doing nothing in the first wave. They ain't making no deals till after the draft. And people act like this is new. They act like they ain't never seen it before. Yeah. Why are you so shocked? If we're a good team that need a couple pieces, just a couple pieces, we might have holes. But I guarantee you by the time the draft over in that second wave of free agency, everything will be addressed. It always is. We might not come out with the best of everything. We get a lot of bottom of the barrel, and they happen to work out sometimes.
Right.
But everything is addressed. And at the end of the day, we still have a winning season. We ain't won the bowl, but we hate the Panthers. We hate the Jets.
Okay, I see exactly what you're saying. I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
What I'm saying is pretty much you can't have it both ways. Everybody don't win the Super Bowl every year. But who want to be the team that won one game? Whether you're in or you're out on the Cowboys. We don't need no halfway love, man. Like, that's the BS. This team right here get more criticism from our own fan base than any team in the league.
Yeah. Trust me, I know.
The negative people have more of a voice than anybody.
They do.
Who the hell gonna say the man that won come runner-up in the MVP race ain't no good? What about the quarterback that wasn't even talked about in the MVP race? Y'all talking about him like Dak Prescott.
Right. Oh, okay. Sure, right. It's crazy. Who won MVP again?
Lamar Jackson, and Dak had a better year than him.
Was Pat Mahomes in the MVP race?
Dak had a better year than him.
So, see, by you talking that way, you made more and more people angry and upset at me, because the angry people got more energy, than the people that's pretty much kind of like slow and steady wins the race type of thing, the angry folks are going to sit back and tell me that the only reason why we lose every year is because of 4, right? And just like when I asked the caller yesterday, and they said, yeah, man, Lord, he cook you or cook you. When I asked him, who do you want? You can hear a gnat fart, right? You can hear a pan drop. You can hear a rat pissing on cotton or an ant pissing on cotton, right? So I get it, right? If you want to move on from Dak Prescott, the people that's in the chat, I want to know, who do you want? That's all I'm saying. And how would it be able to stop the run? How would that be able to let Tony Pollard all of a sudden run the ball, So I'm looking at it, whereas this team, and I get from the angle of what Boss is speaking from, and I get the angle from even where Big Game James see it from. But in overall, collectively, this team need help all over. It do need help all over, bro.
And how is it possible that it's Dak's fault that we lost in the playoffs? If Dak don't play defense, man.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn sold us out. The defense sold us out. I ain't gonna say Dan Quinn sold us out personally.
That
he didn't prepare them, and they wasn't ready.
Those 2 interceptions, though, most people, they look at that pick 6. That was terrible. That was a terrible pick 6 because he's forcing it to CeeDee Lamb. And, man, when that guy, he played and sat on that route and took it to the house, I was like, damn, that's what a DB is supposed to do. The other INT, if I look at that INT and I know Brandon Cooks, he's playing it over and over in his head, there's too many people who qualified, who absolutely played the game, who said that, hey, that was on Brandon Cooks. But what Dak got to do is he got to be flawless. He had to play completely perfect. No other quarterback got to do that but Dak Prescott. And that's what people fail to realize that. And it would sound like I'm an apologist for Dak, but I've seen with my natural eyes Pat Mahomes throw an INT. The defense rallied and held that team to 0 points, right? I've seen even Joe Burrow, even though he didn't lift up that Lombardi trophy, but when he was on his run, when they played against the Tennessee Titans, it was a pick fest. But, hey, that quarterback, he did make some good throws. But people fail to realize if that kicker didn't make that kick, shoot, it'll be somebody else in that spot. So it takes a complete team, but nobody sees that. And that's why when people are arguing with me and saying, well, Brock Purdy, he's number 1. He should be MVP. If you really contextualize this, fam, Stokes, who else was MVP running for that 49ers? CMC?
The running back.
Who else was on it? Trent Williams, right? And what did Brock Purdy look like without Trent Williams, without CMC? When you start making and taking away weapons without Debo, he looked like a pedestrian. People were scratching their heads saying, hey, is that the same guy? So it takes a complete team is what I'm saying. And, of course, Purdy will get all of the credits and the accolades, but he wasn't that great when you start taking away those things. But it is what it is.
Well, thank you, man. That's all I want.
Hey, man. Hey. We still going to celebrate when we win next year. Appreciate you, Stokes. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, look, I'm going to celebrate when we lose.
Hey, more power to you, man. Thank you, man. Go Cowboys, man. Win, lose, or draw, man. Appreciate you, man.
Damn right.
Hell yeah, that's my guy Stokes, man. I'm gonna lock him in as win, lose, or draw. And yeah, they got Kittles. The offensive line was terrible, though, because all they had was Trent Williams. That's why they was putting Trent Williams as MVP votes. Because they saw how valuable he was to help Banks, and then all of a sudden you got a play caller and a play designer that knew how to coordinate some plays to run it left. Don't run it where they're weak at. They don't run up A-gap. Look, it's the craziest thing because the 49ers, if you go back and watch the tape, they barely and rarely ran through A-gap. All of their runs was C-gap, occasionally B-gap. They didn't do no A-gap runs. You can't even name the center there. They only had 2 guys on that offensive line that's name-worthy. Trent and Banks. And when we played them, we couldn't even come within a yard or an inch of Purdy. Scheme. JV for the 901. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
What's going on, Law? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right, bro. Appreciate you.
Oh, man. So it's always great to hear from you. Like I said, go to social media. I just want you to know Lisa Harold said that he was going to call in to the show today, and I think he was lying as well all the time. But I do need you to help me out with something. As of today, what is our D-line depth looking like, man? You know, so.
Yeah, well, Parsons, you got Parsons. Let me see if I can name the starting lineup right now. Parsons, Mozzie, Osa, Law.
That's it.
And then your rotation will be Sam Williams.
That's D, yeah.
Junior Fihoko too small. I'm going off the top of my dome. Carl Davis.
Oh, no. I mean, okay.
Yep. Okay. And then you will have to put Fihoko as a 3-tech at this point. And then Chauncey. Then Chauncey. That will be your second wave.
That's the best out of all rotation guys we have. And I think they're going to try to use Chauncey as a defensive tackle instead of a D, in my opinion.
Yeah. I talked to his trainer, though, and he said that, he's a tweener, but he like his hand plays. Like his only issue is when he play on the edges, his foot speed. And Tyrus Wheat, I forgot, Tyrus Wheat, he's out there, too. I like his skill set. So
I didn't even know he was still on the team.
Tyrus Wheat should be still on the team. Let me. I'm gonna look at some cheat notes now. Hell, you got me thinking. Yeah. But keep talking. I'm pulling up my cheat notes. Then
Okay. Well, the only reason I'm asking is because of, it's where we are right now in free agency and the limited number of draft picks we get. Because also behind the D-line depth, we need a running back. We need improvements in the wide receiver room. We need to make sure that our defensive backs remain healthy this season and that we don't have an injury. And we need a linebacker. And that's also counting that Hoffman is a good center.
Darrell Johnson is another guy.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. He's 25 from Liberty. And let me see.
I'm not gonna go off on small schools because DeMarcus Ware was from Troy.
Yeah.
I love D. Ware and what he brought to this team.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a whole bunch of issues here that aren't being addressed, in my opinion, by this front office. And it could have been fixed had they been on the go in the button. Right there on the phone. Just 2 days before the free agency began, and now it's not looking too bright for me.
Well,
in my opinion.
To be fair to like the previous caller Stokes, right? It's still March, man, and we got to wait till this draft hits, and then unfortunately, man, I hate to have the Kool-Aid out for the draft, but that's where we are hedging our bets. And then if we can't get anything in the draft after the draft, then that's when they say, well, okay, Will, get to work. You know what I'm saying? And that's when Will is able to go out there and, look at some of the more guys that teams release, because teams will release some of their veterans and then we'll come into play. That's how we got Dontario Poe. That's how we got McCoys of the world. That's how we got Everson Griffins. You know what I'm saying? That's the strategy that the Cowboys do after the draft.
I remember that when we had those guys, and remember they also got kicked off the team early in the season because of what James Slater had posted.
Yeah.
About that team, you know, and you know that's where me and Big A James had a big conversation on back then on my first YouTube page.
Wow.
Because I would let her know. So I believe that she set those guys up to get kicked off the team. But I think
you're talking about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you on there, but you know it is what it is with that, you know, and how all of that works, man. But you know you got your sniper gang out there, and trust and believe, man. The things that you think you know, you were right there on it, man. And you had to inbox me or something, man, and we had to sign an NDA on some stuff, man. But I appreciate you for calling in about that, man. And I thank you so much, bro.
All right, now, and tell Eastside Harold this is JVB boy.
All right.
He asking who I am out there in the chat. He need to call in like he said he was gonna call in.
Yeah, hold his feet to the fire, man. Appreciate you, JVB boy.
All
Appreciate
right,
you,
man.
man.
Have a great one.
Yeah, you as well, man. That's 901, man. You shoot them 901 boys. Yeah, they on their business. I got 100 grand with the plan from the 201. You're live on the Nation.
Yo, what's up, my guy?
Not much, man. What you got?
Chilling, cooking it up, you know. Chef 100 grand, you know.
Oh, okay.
I do that too.
Shoot. You're making a whole meal, man. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
It ain't the hamburger helper, ain't it, you know?
No, sir.
Okay.
I got the barbecue chicken, got the rice going with the vegetables, you know.
Okay. All right. Good. The cooking show. You know what I'm saying? Is that jasmine rice? That's Uncle Ben. You get you got Uncle Ben and them. You know, some Tony Ketchups.
That's that jasmine. Yeah, man. You know, but listen, man. This. We just gotta roll with it, man. We see what's happening. We see what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to spend no money. They're not gonna spend any money.
Right.
You know, they just gonna roll in with this year. You know what? We got $5 million.
$5 million. We got 5.5. Don't shortchange us now. 500,000. That could be another practice squad, guy. Now come on now with it.
We got
Yeah.
We got $5 million. Don't we need like $10 million for the free agents law?
About 7 to 10. About 7 to 10 to give a take on.
7 to 10, right?
Yeah, 7 to 10,
right?
Yeah,
and we get Michael Gallup, right, after the, right? You see that, right? So don't be expecting don't be expecting that. The team we got and the rookies that's coming in,
right?
That's the team we rolling with, people. I'm just letting y'all know. That's the team we rolling with.
Hey, man, look, man, look.
It's going to be perspective law, and when they come through, all these free agent signings, they're going to go crazy. We might get one more person. Maybe two. Bargain basement shopping, Will McClay. Gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Gonna go to.
But at the end of the day, with the bargain basement stuff, we gonna win 10 to 12 games. 12-5 is the floor regardless, and that's just what it is, man. 100 grand. We're gonna still win them games. It's just the playoff. Look, I know you ready. You say nah. I can hear it in your voice, man. I can hear it from the tone. I can hear it from the tone, man. Yeah.
I said that I'm rolling with it. I'm not going to sit here and say, Law, when you Super Friend stream, Law, 13 games. That's going to be long. 13 games.
13 games
When the
for three seasons. 3 seasons in a row, I said 13-4. I said 13-4, and I was laughed at. I was scoffed at. People said I was idiotic. I was delusional. And out of all of those boys, for 3 seasons in a row, I was right. You know what I'm saying? I was closer to right than they were. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we can. I'm gonna let you know.
And even when I lost the bet and I still won, I said, if I put this hat on, this is the Eagles hat, that you guys won't win the Super Bowl. I guarantee you can book it. You can put it in bold letters. And I lost that bet, and I said, okay, I'm gonna put this hat on. Okay, and I put that hat on, and lo and behold, in the second half, the Eagles look like trash. They
look like trash.
Jalen Hurts started playing basketball with the football. So I feel in a certain way that I helped the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl just by putting this hat. So I want to save this as a relic. The Eagles shall never win another Super Bowl as long as Law Nation possess this hat.
Lord Johnson is going to be bumping his gums. I know he can't wait for that Super Fin string because you know they think they're going to the Super Bowl. You know right now, Lord Johnson talking trash to the minds of Cowboys. They the mind. I listened to him. He talking high trash. He said the only team. Washington going to
But what you got to do is. What you gotta do with LB is screen record, screenshot all of that. What he said. Yeah.
I thought about doing it. I thought about it.
He said Nolan Smith is better than Michael Parsons. No, was it Nolan Smith or was the other guy they drafted? Was the other Georgia guy?
I don't remember.
No. It's the linebacker. It's the linebacker. Y'all help me out.
The linebacker. I forget his name. I don't follow.
I forgot his name. He played for the doggone Georgia team. To my tongue, but he was like, that guy's going to be better. Y'all help me out in the chat. Y'all come on now. Y'all know that linebacker y'all drafted. They acting like, I don't know his name. I don't know the linebacker. I forgot his name. Yeah. Nakobe Dean will be better. Yeah.
And he hurt y'all. He might not even start that year, man.
I said, man, me and Nakobe Dean, same size over here. Nakobe Dean on that Jabril Cox player. Yeah. Nakobe Dean will be better than.
And then by the end of the year, get him out of there. He stay hurt. Don't get him on the field. They was mad at him.
Man, I'm old enough. I'm old enough to remember all that. Carson Wentz is better than Dak Prescott. Walk it to me. The video still love. Yeah. Now it's just the same thing. Jalen Hurts is the same thing. You know. It won't be long. Kenny Pickett is better than. Yeah. Man,
I'm gonna tell you what though. If Dak Prescott can pull this team to the playoff, if he can pull this team to the playoffs, knowing the Joneses want to sabotage it, and it can blow up in their face. Because you got to understand this. Dak ain't just playing to get a contract with the Cowboys. If Dak has an MVP season next year, what? And I think the Joneses know that too. That's why they doing it like this.
Yeah.
I think they know this too. And then I also think the Cowboys want to maximize. They trying to get as much money next year as possible. That's why they don't want to sign these big contracts.
I'm telling you, man.
Because we already projected to get like 95. I think they trying to get imagine going into next year with like $100 million.
I'm telling you, man.
And you got 10 to 11 draft picks. I see what they doing.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is the next Cowboys quarterback.
I think Dak Prescott gonna make it. I don't think it's that long.
What's gonna be, man?
Dak Prescott gonna get a contract.
He gonna get a contract.
Dak Prescott gonna get a contract. CeeDee Lamb, everybody gonna get paid. Next year is the all-in year. They setting it up. They get $95 million projected next year. So they're trying to get even more than that. And then they're going into the draft with what? 9, 10 draft picks? Because of the comp picks? Lord. I see what's going on.
Man, that's crazy.
This ain't the all-in year. Next year is. Next year, they going to get them draft picks. They got that money to spend on free agents and get them draft picks, Lord.
So you telling me that, you know, they're gonna. So who gonna be the coach and all of that, man? You got all these coaches on one. They gonna re-up the coaches, or they gonna?
Mike McCarthy. If Mike McCarthy can show that he could take this football team to the second, win one playoff game, he might be the coach. He might be the coach, or Al Harris. Now, they ain't just upgrade Al Harris for nothing.
Did you know this? And I know, but I'm gonna say this before I let you go. Mike McCarthy, in his 4 seasons, it's been 4 seasons here, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
About 4 seasons here.
Yeah.
Outside of Jimmy Johnson and a little bit of Barry Switzer, Mike McCarthy done already showed more than all of those other coaches that ever coached here. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
He showed more because none of those coaches was able to win 3 back-to-back seasons. No. 3 back-to-back seasons, winning records and going to the playoffs. None of those coaches. No. Now, only reason why Barry Switzer to a degree is because of Jimmy Johnson. Right. So he already showed them what else do they want to see? Of course they want to see Super Bowl and beyond, or playoff big runs or what have you.
And that's what it is.
But the only reason why the only reason why they haven't seen that, to me, is because they've been in the way on certain things. If Mike McCarthy came in year 1 with his fullness of his offense and do his thing, then we wouldn't have been able to see all of this back and forth with like what he like and what he don't like. Yeah.
He wasn't though.
Mm-hmm.
So really, this is Mike McCarthy's second year.
Yeah, going into his second year technically from an offensive
This is his second year. Yes, this is his second year. I don't think he goes into the defense and tells the defense what to do. I think he gives his coaches free reign to do your job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is Mike McCarthy's second year. So if he can pull this team, into higher heights, man, I think he got a chance of keeping his job. But if not, then either Al Harris, or Shador and Dion.
Hey.
And if you think Jerry won't do that, could you imagine the money?
Give me my thing,
I think Mike McCarthy. Let's say we have a bad year. Let's say we have a 2015 year.
Right.
I think you'll see Shador and Dion. Shador coming out.
I already know, baby. That's crazy though.
Yeah. But you know,
there ain't no way that's gonna happen though. But I appreciate you for calling in. Before I let you go, Devontae Smith is better than CeeDee Lamb. Appreciate you so much, man. That's a true argument too over there on Twitter. My guy, I'm like, come on, man. It is. I said, Lord Brunson. I said, Javonte Smith ain't better than AJ, and AJ ain't better than CeeDee Lamb. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's not.
But I did. Hey, on the front end of last year, AJ was doing his thing, man. God, dog.
He was doing his thing. He was doing his thing. And then CD said, "Can I get the ball too?"
Yeah.
Because CD, to be fair, CD wasn't getting the ball like that. So CD said, "Can I get the ball too and show y'all what I can do?" To be fair, and then what happened? CD was second in yards. Where was AJ Brown at?
He dusted him. I appreciate you for calling in, dog. That 100 grand, man. That's my guy, man. Shout out to Lord Brunson, man. He's my guy, man. He's a good dude. I don't think that, Prime will leave Colorado like that to come here to coach millionaires because he said he don't like coaching millionaires. But I ain't gonna bust people's dreams. You know what I'm saying? And to a degree, I didn't think that my guy Prime would leave to go to Jackson State, right? And then he left my Jackson State, left me mad. You know, he left me mad, man, because everybody hit me up and like, Law, I told you he gonna leave y'all, man. He gonna leave y'all, man. He's about that. He ain't swag, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, of course, if I ain't swag, who's swag? You know what I'm saying? But I get all of that. I was upset, I was angry that Prime left to go to Colorado. And then they teased everybody. They won, the first 3 or 4 games there? They beat TCU and everything, and everybody like, yeah. Then they fell off when Hunter got hurt. Yeah. But there will be some excitement though. There will be some damn excitement if Prime can come over here and coach the Cowboys. There's no salary cap to coach into. If Jerry Jones really want him, he can go get him. And that's right. If he really want him, he can go get him, y'all. All right, man. Boy, we've got another marathon show. But I got the last caller, but not least, man, from the 206. You in the mix, MJ.
What up, Law?
What's good, dog? What's good with you?
Man, I'm just listening to your show. Good show.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, I like that one caller. He was telling true facts. You just got to wait and see. Because you know that you won't get all your team until after the preseason games, too. Because a lot of the players going to get cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They do us the same way. Now we can do them like they do us. You know, we try to stash a few players, and then they steal them.
Look,
now we can do them
this one thing I know for sure. That we can talk about last year's draft and the year before that draft, but every year we find an undrafted guy that turned people head.
Yep.
Last season, it was Brandon Aubrey, TJ Bass.
Yeah, TJ Bass.
TJ Bass, and if that field for something happening out there on that field, but it was John Stevens, man, that I think we were robbed. And to a degree, because he didn't have an extreme, excitable Oxnard trip, but he started lighting it up when we made it back to practice over here in Frisco. His name is David. His name is David Durden. I want y'all to look him up. I think that guy was coming along pretty fairly. So every year, and then the season before that, we had Kevontae Turpin, who made All-Pro. So it's gonna be another guy. I'm talking about the undrafted guy. I ain't talking about the draft. It's gonna be another undrafted guy this year that everybody gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Watch.
I would tell you, like them big receivers from San Diego, that's 33, Williams and all them. Yeah. You gotta remember.
Yeah. They dropped the ball on Isaiah Land, though. They dropped the ball on that one. Yeah.
But I'm talking about like our receiver that's 31, that's still running 4.4, 6.4 from Pittsburgh.
Martavius.
Brian.
Yeah.
That's what I tell you. He gonna turn it out. I cannot wait to see. And then, but you know what was funny when y'all was talking? The Law, don't you? Your boy, 26. What's the corner?
Bland. Deron Bland.
He wasn't even starting. Remember that? In the first 2 games.
Yeah, he was. No, first 2 games this season he started though.
Yes.
He started first 2 games.
What you call was starting, brother.
Who?
They kept starting Lewis, and everybody was complaining. Remember, because Bland was on the sideline. And then the next game, that's when he starts. He came in all the action. He was coming in and out, but he wasn't starting.
They're rotating him or something like that, because I thought Bland got majority of the reps. It was his rookie year he wasn't starting, and then he took that spot
last year too.
Last year too.
Last year too. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I take your word for it, Marv. Hey, your mind better than mine.
Because I was like, man, what I was going to say, why didn't he play? Because me and my boys watching the game. We was pissed. We're like, why playing in the game? Because we was mad at Lewis. They kept bringing him in and out. And then once what the car got hurt, then you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that dumb Dan Quinn, well, he's putting the defense, and everybody worrying about halfbacks. I'm not worried about halfbacks. Man, it's like 25 halfbacks that we could get, and one of them gonna turn it out. Watch what I tell you.
Man, so, I just need for us real talk. I'm not worried about our safeties and DBs to a degree. I just want D tackle, and I think that what I'm thinking the upside with Overshown, upside with Damone Clark. I get it. I'm the only YouTuber that's in favor of Damone Clark right now. Everybody, when I mention Damone Clark,
do good.
I'm the only one.
You know why you gonna do good, Law?
He gonna do good. Why he gonna do good?
He's gonna do good because he got somebody that's smarter than your boy that left, 55,
right?
That know how to call Zimmer defense. Now this guy can play his way, stay in his lane, and just play his way. He ain't gotta work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He play that weak side. He ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Yeah.
Chase, cover, and just be in the right spot. That's all he gotta do. He ain't gotta call plays no more.
Yeah.
You might win. You gonna win, Law, this year. So I'm not worried about that no more. You just need to get the two more D tackles, then I'll be set.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be good, man. I'm excited. I just want to see, because I'm glad. It's like you say, I'm glad they're picking the Redskins and Philly, and they probably even picked the Giants. I'm glad they picking it. This is perfect.
Right.
This is beautiful, because they did it last year. Thank you.
No doubt,
man. Take the word from us. Now we can just sneak up on them, and then they're gonna have a stupid look, because your boy from Philly gonna be bragging. When you gonna do a show with him? I can't wait for you to do a show with him.
LB.
Bronson.
Yeah, man. It's still March right now. They like doing the show right now with an Eagles fan in March. They're gonna have all type of optimism to whoop you up on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's March.
I'm talking about the Eagles, the Redskins. What y'all should do the first show, and then bring a guest on and let it be me, so I can tell Bronson them up. Everybody get to bring up a guest. I want to be your guest, because I be wanting to go on the show and turn them up, because they be so arrogant, and they gonna fall on their face.
You turning a 6-hour show into a 12-hour show, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Thank you, man, so much, bro. Yeah, I'm getting on
all
up
right,
out
man.
of here,
Good
man.
show,
One
man.
love to you, man.
Shalom.
All
right,
brother. Yes, indeed. All right, and normally I don't do this, man, but I'm ready to go. But
The conference has been unlocked.
I'm gonna let Eastside call in just for a quick second, man, so I could congratulate the brother, man. Call on in, man. Come on up, man, and call in to Eastside, because you asked to jump in, and I'm about to grab something to eat and everything, and let me know what's your phone number beginning in. You better be. It's got to be East Side. It can't be nobody else. I ain't talking to everybody else now. Is this East Side, Harold?
Yeah, it's East Side, man. How you doing, brother?
Man, doing good, man. All right, for the lock the phone line.
The conference has been locked.
I only, Lady Jessica, I see you in the comment, but hey, I only open it up for East Side right about now. But I want to give you your flowers on C.J. Stroud rookie year. I want to give you your flowers on Bobby Slowick, and my brother loved that coach you got over there, D'Amico Ryans. He called it out on the front end, and he said that the Texans about to cook they about to be a team that to look out for. And lo and behold, only you and him was the two people that said that. But go ahead, because they went and got Jimmy Ward and all of that.
You know, just touching base with you. Yeah. You know, the people been asking for me, so hey, man, you know, I show up all the time, win, lose, or draw. And you know,
you just need to start. You need man. You need to start your YouTube page, man, and all that good stuff. You done stole all of my guys. You done got my guy from Grand Prairie, and I seen him work out this year, Jeff Okuda. You ain't got my dog Derek Stenley. You drafted him. You know what I'm saying? My Louisiana boy. You know, grew up right down the street from him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got some guys over there, man. Sure.
Yeah, it's a few, but you know them. In Houston dudes, they get in Houston, they be staying low key all of a sudden. If they don't be out and about like that, they took a key from old boy and they stay low key down here. They be out and about, but
yeah.
Anyway, I was just saying what's up, man.
Oh, you just want to rub it in, huh? So what y'all gonna go?
No,
are y'all gonna go 13-4?
How's the off season going?
Well, the off season is off right now. When it says off, that's what the Jones family do. We turn it off. We just leave it off.
It seems like y'all subtracting a whole bunch of subtracting.
Hey, it is what it is, man. So at the end of the day, East Side, at the end of the day. Just admit it, man. You like us, don't you? You like the Cowboys. Don't you like the Cowboys? Just admit it, man. Come on out, man. All. Come on, man. Why you here all the time? Why do you jump on all of the Cowboys shows? I saw you on 105.3 The Fan chat line. I seen you over
Fox channel.
There. Oh, they done block you? So that means they do read the comments. so you been blocked there, man. So what inspired you to be the troll that you are? Because you trolling, you know what I'm saying? What inspired you to do that? I just need to know.
Man, I'm on YouTube like billions of other people, man. I mean, I'm in my phone all the time, either at work or at home, and just in my phone. I'm a sports guy. Yeah,
okay. You help out the algorithm in the slow season, though, Yeah. So what y'all team gonna do, man, before I let you go, Dan?
Man, what we gonna do? We affecting the AFC. I mean, it's Mahomes, it's Lamar Jackson, and then you got C.J. Stroud. That's us in the pecking order.
Okay, so C.J. done already trumped Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. He done trumped all of those boys. Deshaun Watson. He is by far the best quarterback in your eyes, outside of Pat Mahomes and Lamar.
Oh man, I already put CJ over Deshaun Watson from after one season. From what I've seen, I mean, he can go through all the read progressions. He can read the defense, and shit. He ain't really got that one number one receiver like Deshaun had. If you really get that, it's all over.
Well, y'all got Nico Collins. I think that he had a phenomenal year. He had a very, very much. He had 1,300 yards or something like that. Robert Woods. Y'all got Robert Woods, and then you got my guy, man. Roll Tide, man. You got Miche, man. He came back. He fought through cancer and everything. You got a hero over there, and then you got Tank Dell. What else you need, man? You got a lot of people, man, and you got him over Burrows. People are asking, do you have CJ over Burrows?
I ain't quite ready to say that, but Burrow was hurt. Burrow wasn't around. I mean, if you ain't around, hey, and you ain't there, so I ain't just gonna go crazy put him over Burrow, but hey, man, Burrow coming off another injury. I don't know what Burrow gonna look like. You see, you got to get back on the field and see if he's still the same Burrow.
Man, so, they asked me to quiz you right quick. Are you ready? Who's your third string quarterback?
Third string quarterback? Man, I know Mills still there, but shit. Anything after Mills, man, I want him to put Mills on the market, seeing what we can get for Mills.
Do you know you got Case Keenum on the team?
Man, Case Keenum.
That's your third string quarterback. They just told me to ask you that, man. Who's your third running back out of
Man, I ain't worried about it. You got Mixon. You just picked up Mixon in free agency. That's an upgrade.
What's your fullback name? What's your
then
fullback
we got Perriman.
What's your fullback name?
Man, fullback. Who runs a fullback? We just picked up Daniel Hunter. Had 16 sacks last year. The top pass rusher free agency came down to H-Town.
What's your fullback name, dog? What's your fullback name?
Man, I wish I could tell you. I know our tight ends is Schultz and fucking what's his name? Atkinson?
Hey man, you don't know who Andre Beck is, dog?
Man, Andre Beck.
What number is Robert Woods, man? What number he wear?
Man, nobody keep up with Robert Woods. If it ain't Nico, Tank Dale, even your boy Noah Brown.
What number?
He do a little something with a real. He do something with a real quarterback.
Noah Brown did look good last season, man. Every time I had a guy reach out to me, man, he said, Law. My guy Scott reached out to me and said, hey.
Look very impressive, sir.
He looked good.
Another man's trash is another man's treasure.
Hey, man, I like that Tank Dale, too, man. My goodness, man. I got a chance to meet up with him, too. So, definitely we'll shout you out next time I talk to Tank Dale and his people, man.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Hey, man, I just said, what's up, JBB boy, loser. Jessica Haggerty, what's up, baby?
Yes, indeed.
Sadiqa. Granny Sadiqa, hey, friend.
Yeah, shout out to all the ladies, man. Shout out to all the ladies, man.
Yeah.
But appreciate you one time, man. Appreciate you, dog, man. That's my guy, East Side, man. Hold on. Don't leave yet. Let me save your name in here so I know next time you call. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you pick up.
I'm going to pick up, you know what I'm saying? We got your government name in here. I don't want to call you by your government name, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put side on here. East Side Arrow. Okay, appreciate you, bro. You have a good one, bro.
That's a bit.
No doubt, man. Good call from him, man. That brother, he didn't know one damn Texan player but C.J. Stroud. Oh, my God. I was going to say, what Will Anderson number is, man? What Will Anderson number is? How tall is Shaq Mason? Marcus Smith says, who is Robert Woods? Shout out to Lady Jessica, man. That's my girl, man. Appreciate you. I saw her jump in, but I just wanted to, talk to the East Side because he wouldn't have ever let it down, man. And we've been live for quite some time here. Appreciate everybody who super chat. It's 6:37 or 39 where I'm at, and we gonna get on up out of here, man. If y'all like this show, man, hit that like, share this content. He gonna be prepared next time. He can have the roster chart up next time. Yes, indeed, he is. He's gonna have that roster chart up, man. Cowboy Nation. Appreciate you gonna have a notebook.
Swallowed up. Swallowed up.
He know all the Cowboy players, man. He do. That's what it did. I was banging on this thing and mess my camera all over. Shake the club up, baby. A prize fighter, even when he's down, he continue to swing. Trying to connect. And that's where we at right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's March, man. Can we start this back in May at least? Of what this team is going to look like? It's a long offseason. Perry Locke said you gave him an assignment. Surely did, man. They may not have wide receivers by name, but I like Nico. Nico nice, man. Look at his numbers, man. Nico had a better season than Devontae Smith, for real. Really good wide receiver. Shout out to Schultz. That team is pretty good over there. But they the AFC. We just got to concentrate and win out the NFC. You know, regardless of how y'all feel about Dak Prescott or Tad Prescott, Cecil Prescott, or any of the people with the last name of Prescott, the opportunity is right in front of them. You got $55 million cap hit, and we already done took the hit, leaving us with $5.5 million left. The Cowboys got to figure it out one way or another. Now, they said that they going all in. Not the way we think it. They going all in a different way. Maybe it's the draft. Maybe it's within the confines of the coaching staff. So hopefully the Cowboys will figure that part out. Rebuild time, I feel you. The most popular part about rebuild is the front part of it. R-E. Meaning that it's already built, but now they're trying to rebuild it. And if we can rebuild the running back room, we okay. If we can rebuild the linebacker room, we'll be okay. And if we can rebuild the defensive tackle area, it'll be okay. So nothing wrong with reads. We just got to do it. So all I'm looking for in this particular draft is something similar to this one. Therefore, I say to y'all beautiful people, on that offensive line, and I'm glad that he used the word re, Jackson Powers Johnson will be a re for that offensive line. Peyton Wilson will be a re for that linebackers room. Trey Benson will be a rebuilding of, dare I say, the running back room. Just those three names alone will make this team better. Just those three names alone will make you forget about a Tony Pollard. Make you forget about the linebacker that we lost in this past season, right? We didn't lose anybody because there was nobody playing linebacker. But they will add to Kendricks, which would therefore make this team better. Jackson Powers, coming off of a college career, heading into the NFL career, by namesake alone, will make you better than what we've seen out of Tyler Biadasz. So therefore, I tell y'all beautiful people, don't be scared of the word re, because you're going to have to get that re into your system. Continue to build. Continue to grow, Cowboy Nation. And hopefully you will renew your hope with this particular team. You will renew your love with this team. You will renew your love with the Dallas Cowboys. You will renew your love with Law Nation Sports. Come on, baby. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, Drunk Dak Lover says, release. That's a good one. Dak Prescott. That's a real good one. I'm trying to turn that negative into a positive. So, the Drunk Lover says, release Dak Prescott. But you can't stop the mighty law over here because I got you now. Rewind my music. Rewind my music. You said the word release. So with a better offensive line, Dak Prescott release would be better. His release will find CeeDee Lamb. His release will find, dare I say, Brandon Cooks. His release will find Kevontae Turpin. You see, I can turn any negative into a positive, baby. Because at the end of the day, if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite bad enough that you don't get time, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, and like Two Broke says, restructure for it, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty, you can release your anger and blame Law Nation for it. Don't blame the Cowboys. Put it on me, baby. That's been my time. Oh my goodness.
Swallow that.
Y'all made me laugh today, man. Oh my goodness. Yo. Yeah. What love, man. What love, baby.
I just wanna run it up.
Boy.
Gotta check or something. I'm really in the field, let up. Yeah.
Come on.
Really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check us on. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
The word of the hour, man, is Trev says, rewatch Dak Prescott fan. Rerun this video. Come on.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same.
Relove Law Nation, y'all.
Take some losses when I play. Charge it to the game. I'm with AJ, I'm with T-Black, I'm with Rabbit now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Resign, Gilmore.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check us on. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no
Shout out to you.
Too many foes and clothes.
Rico. Go, Dotto. Oh my gosh, man. Come on. Lately, I just want to run it up. I love weed. I see you, fam, in the chat. Check out my people, man. Prize picks, as well as salute to the sponsors. Aura. Renew y'all spirit, man. Renew it. I ain't mad at you, though.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
I ain't mad at you.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Oh, snap.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it. But it goes to show you who's a better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles with a hard fight they did?
Let's go, birds fly, Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl champs for now.
T-Shaw!
Let's go, birds! E-L-G-S, E-L, Eagles!
Shout out to you, VR. Cowboys. Roll with me. Rewatch this episode. Retry it. Somebody said rewatch the Green Bay Packers game. If you watch that Green Bay Packers game more than 3 times, put a 1 in the chat. I want the Cowboys to watch it over and over again. Rewatched it. Yeah.
Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save the last bite for you.
And you.
For you. Don't let
The street lights hit you. Keep watching it, y'all.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too?
Ready? Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. What should I say?
And another one. 27-0 at one point. Yeah. Dance, Jerry. Do y'all want to relive this one? Let's relive Jason Garrett. Y'all want this? Come on, Jason. Who want to relive that? I be home. I follow. Nobody want to relive that. Big Mike.
If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever.
See, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud. I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me and somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No. It may sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it. The flowers don't chase the bees. The flowers just are.
All I ask.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. Right. They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors
All
in.
I ask.
I guarantee you it won't.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night.
Lay your head on my pillow and just breathe.